to Rheumatoid Diaries. I haven't posted in a little while. I don't know. I've been going through a lot. I'm struggling. So it's kind of hard to talk, I guess, but maybe it's the best time to talk. But before I start with that, I should probably say on a positive note that my husband and I celebrated our 20th wedding anniversary this past week. And the man surprised me with an incredible 20th wedding anniversary ring band, and I just can't even, I don't know if I can show you. I'm just trying to take off my mitt here. It's the top one, not the bottom one. I don't know if it'll focus or not. Get it to focus. So it's not this one, it's this one, the top one here. Anyway, way to make a woman cry. He was wonderful. So yeah, so that's a good thing. In my last video I talked about that the doctor, my surgeon, had diagnosed me with complex regional pain syndrome. But I'd also talked about, that I hadn't accepted that diagnosis yet because I wasn't really having some of the things that go with complex regional pain syndrome. And I don't think I've forgotten that this is a rheumatoid vlog, sorry about brain fog too going on. It will come full circle in a way. So anyway, yeah, like I was just kind of thinking in my mind, well, I think it's nerve damage and maybe the hardware from the my toe fusion is irritating the nerve and whatnot, because it just wasn't fully acting like CRPS or complex regional pain syndrome. So I wasn't really, accepting that diagnosis. And I don't think that's a bad thing always, to question or to not just immediately accept something because the doctor says it's so. Because it isn't always so. Doctors, Anyway, this past week has hit me hard, actually, in just the last couple days. It's hit me very hard that, yeah, I do have complex regional pain syndrome. It's showing some of the symptoms, more what I would expect to see from it if I had it now. And maybe it was there prior to this, but I didn't notice it because, one of the things it does is it makes the limb that's affected by it really like swell like a balloon up and turn different colors and all that. In the very beginning mine did that, but I was also recovering from surgery. And when I had surgeries, my feet would be discolored somewhat, with my foot surgeries and whatnot. So I hadn't thought anything of it. But the nerve pain was there. Now, I happened to take a look at my toe the other day, and the top of my toe is like beet red, and it has ballooned. Not my whole foot, but the top of my toe. And on top of it, hopefully this isn't too gross for some, but my toenail has become discolored, and my toenail hasn't grown in weeks. And when you have complex regional pain syndrome, these are some of the things that happen. On top of that, the pain is intense, just intense. And it's always there. It's best first thing in the mornings when I get up. So when I get up, the first thing that I do is like I push myself through an hour workout, and I do that for my mental health as well as my physical health. But I'm not kidding when I say push myself. I'm pretty crippled. Like I walk around the house in a slipper, but that hurts like crazy. The nerve pain, like the slightest little touch, like if I were to just go like this, that is intense pain. So you can imagine having a slipper on. and then trying to walk. And I don't know if it's even, I don't know. I don't think you guys would care if I showed you. This is the foot. So I had this surgery. I don't know if you can see. That's so funny. I had this surgery on the big toe. Like, this is where all the hardware is. Oh, that hurts to even do that. And this is on the side of my foot is where the most pain has been, but it's my whole foot now, and like all down this side, and it's shooting up into my ankle and also in my heel. Oh, hopefully that'll make you guys laugh. Sticking my foot in the camera. Anyway, so it's kind of spreading. It was always in my heel, but I didn't make that connection right away. So like I can't even like walk on my heel or on the side of my foot to get away from the pain, because it's in my heel and it's all down the one side of my foot. I can't get shoes on. Like, I wear like a slip-on shoe in the morning for my workout, but oh, it hurts. Like, it hurts like hell. And I push myself through it, and then I'm done. Like, if I go out anywhere, I've been wearing a air cast. It's the only thing that I can bear, but it's getting to the point where I can't even bear that now, because like the air cast kind of has you walking on your heel a little bit, and because my heel pain is just as intense with the CRPS as the side of my foot. I got the boot rubbing on the side of my foot, and I got the weight on the painful, my heel. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I've been really, really down this last week, because I've accepted the reality now that this is really happening, and there's grief in it. There's a lot of grief in it, because prior to this situation, I've already been battling lupus and rheumatoid arthritis, which takes away a lot of your life, and not having a bladder has like really taken away a lot of my life. Because just imagine having to like go to the bathroom all the time, and you can't wait because you don't have a bladder, you only have an ostomy. It's brutal. And so now I've got the world's most painful disease, known as the suicide disease, because it's that painful. I'm thinking that it's spreading a little bit. Last night I had involuntary tears streaming down my face with the pain. My husband's like, "You're hurting again," because I often rock when I hurt to try and cope with pain. And I said, "Yeah." And he said, "Do you want me to get you a painkiller?" And I said, "No, I don't want to start taking more painkillers or needing more painkillers." So instead, because my foot had turned to ice, which is also something that complex regional pain syndrome will do, it can like affect the temperature of your foot. It can either get really, really hot or ice cold. And mine tends to go towards ice cold when it happens. So he said, "Could I get you a heating pad?" And I said, I guess maybe I'll try it, but there's no way in hell that I can put that on my foot. I can't rest my heel on it. So what I did was I wrapped it around my leg and hoped that it would help the pain in my foot and maybe help warm up my foot. And it actually did. It helped enough that I could get away without taking an extra painkiller from what I normally take in a day, which is I take one painkiller a day, half in the late morning and half before bed. So I was able to go without extra, which is what I'm trying to do for now until I get things figured out more, because we can be seen as drug seekers very easily, right, in the medical world. So anyway, yeah, I'm just grieving because I've already lost so much of my life to losing my bladder, to rheumatoid arthritis, to osteoarthritis, and now I've got the world's most painful disease in the world, and I can't, did I say that right? Well, if I didn't, bear with me. And how am I supposed to live with this when I can't get any footwear on? Like normally by now we have a ton of snow up here. We don't have any, thank God. But when we do, I can't get a boot on. How am I gonna get out? How am I gonna, walk like at all. Like, it's really freaking scary. So yeah, I've been grieving. And I bring it kind of full circle in that I've mentioned rheumatoid and osteo here, but also like I mentioned that I work out every morning despite the pain, or maybe to spite the pain. But it's causing me a lot of pain and in my joints from the rheumatoid and the osteo, like so it's just having things robbed from me that I'm finding really hard right now, because I used to love to work out. Yeah, sorry, I'm trying not to cry. And I push through it because I know that I need it mentally and physically, but I also have to balance that with everything else that's going on and know that I'm gonna pay later for it. So yeah, it's no picnic. Didn't think this would get this long again. This vlog. I see my surgeon on Friday, so today's Monday, I think. I'm losing track of my days. Yes, it's Monday, and I see my surgeon on Friday, a day after my birthday, actually. What a week. I have therapy tomorrow. I have like the surgeon on Friday, which is the day after my birthday, and Friday is also the anniversary of the 2-year anniversary, I think, of our dog's death. So, crap. Anyway, I see the surgeon on Friday, and my intention is to push really hard to have him remove the hardware from the non-CRPS foot at very least. And if I'm fused, which is part of why I'm going to see him, well, in his mind, that's why I'm going to see him. I got all sorts of stuff to talk to him about. I'm actually, if my other foot, the CRPS foot, is fused, I'm going to beg him to take the hardware out of both feet, just in case the hardware is causing any of the nerve issues that I'm having. I need to know. And I know it's going to be, I'm going to have to beg, because to even get him to remove the hardware from my better foot, he hasn't been willing to do, because I now have CRPS. And I need it out because it hurts like crazy. And I need one good foot. I at least need one good foot, Like, my feet are crippling me, but not only that, it's the rheumatoid and the osteo that are crippling me, and other joints as well. Like, my shoulders are affected, my hips, everything's affected. So, what a battle this has been. It was supposed to be such a simple routine procedure. I mean, it's not easy to recover from, but it's a routine thing, and it's turned into a nightmare. So anyway, that's been my week. Hopefully I will get to more positive vlog videos, but right now this is my reality, and I want my vlogs to be real. Because a lot of times people will put on a happy face, like everything's okay, and when you're battling chronic pain, a chronic illness, autoimmune disease, rheumatoid, any of those things, it isn't okay most of the time. We live in pain that would put a healthy person in bed every day. We function in pain that would put a healthy person in bed every day. So it's not all, roses, I guess, for lack of a better way of putting it. It's really tough. And we do what we gotta do, So I will stop this now because it's already over 14 minutes. Thank you for listening. If you listened this far, please pass along the video, hit the like and subscribe button if you want to hear more videos of the like, hopefully more upbeat at times anyway. And there is hope, and hope is a good thing.